Good morning, 7th graders. Welcome to lesson 2.3, part 3, the final lesson in 2.3. We are on page 123 today. So we've been working through the percent proportion. The same equation we've written over and over and over again. A over W equals P over 100, the Paul formula. Okay, so in the first part, we worked on finding the P. Our last lesson, we worked on finding the A, the part, and today we're going to look at finding the whole. So if you don't remember, this is part, this one is percent, and this one is whole. Sometimes, not even sometimes, I like to copy this pretty much all the time so that I can make sure that I'm putting things in the correct spot. And just as another review, the word of is usually followed by the whole because the whole can be the tricky one to find. So what does that look like? Well, today we're going to be finding the W, finding the whole. So let's look at example 3 and process through this. 18 is 25% of what number? Well, the percent is obviously the easy one to find. So I'm going to write a P for percent. Now we have 18 is 25% of what number? Well, remember this phrase of and then a number behind it, that tells me that is going to be the whole. We've said this quite a few times. That was on page 122, this box here. The word of is usually followed by the whole. So in this case, the word of is followed by a question, meaning that we are going to find W. So W is going to just stay W until we can find what number that stands for. So that means that 18 is our part. So 18 is 25% of what number? Of what whole number? So to solve this, we can see that they've solved it right here. So that you can see it solved live. I'm just going to plug in the 18 for the A, the W for the W, and the 25 over 100 for the P. Remember, this needs to have a denominator of 100 so that we can make this percent into a fraction. So now we're just going to solve as normal using cross multiplication. 25 times W, 25W equals, zoom in a little bit for you, 18 over 100. 18 times 100, I know in my head is 1800. Okay, and now let's solve for W. At this point in the video, please pause and raise your hand and make a cat noise so that I know that you are still following along. All right, because a number and a letter, when they're next to each other with no add, subtract, multiply, or divide, we know it's being multiplied. I like to just put that there as a little reminder. So we're going to do the inverse or the opposite. What's the opposite of multiplying? Divide. I'm going to divide by 25. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. This cancels out. So I'm left with W equals 1800 divided by 25 is 72. So W equals 72. What does that mean? Well, it means 18 is 25% of 72. So 18% of 25%, 18 is 25% of 72. Okay. Go ahead and do got it, E and F. So again, you're going to figure out which is the percent, which is the W, and which is the part. Plug it in your formula and solve. When you are done, please raise your hand so that I can check your work and know that you're good to go before your next activity. Feel free to pause the screen now if you needed to see what I copied down here. And good luck, 7th graders.